season. Best wishes for... A happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Yeah, they matched up very evenly, and that's not a compliment to either side. Last season was a struggle for both squads, and now they're each looking to turn the corner.
Suns moving the ball around. Sabonis with the steal. And Evans with the stuff.
See his eyes get a little wide there, Kevin. Evans sees the lane and does not hesitate, sprints through for the easy two.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Harden's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You're just making it look easy. You think about the kind of impact that Draymond Green can have in the entirety of the game.
The baseline J. Good D by Thompson. We've seen a quick start here for the Nets. It's a three-point game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Harden. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Now, here is Harden, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got 6.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Thompson from long range. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Harden, no good. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Evans outside. On the wing, Green. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. A coaching carousel, certainly in Phoenix. This is the 4th different head coach in as many seasons. What does that do, Brent, to a young team?
Well, it's tough for development because if you don't consistently work with the same player development coaches, you might be learning things for an offense that might have to be reset every year. Igor Kokoskov is one of the more ingenious offensive minds in the game. This is why he's got this opportunity in Phoenix. And I look forward with the type of talent that Phoenix has, with how much creativity he can bring to the court, and hope these young players are excited for that opportunity.
Harden can't hit.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And just miss after miss right now.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Open shot, Thompson. Off the left rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major collapse.
And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Now Green. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
There are times where you have to play with a little bit more caution. That's already his second foul in the first quarter.
Lopez. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Lopez has got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Now here's Green. Evans feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Thompson for 3.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Evans inside. He's got 9. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Pass to Measuring. And here is Powell. Shot clock at 6. Inside. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Measuring. Good D by Lopez.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
A lot of talk surrounding Draymond Green between the coaches and the teammates is the fact that he's the emotional leader of this team. Now, sometimes that's in accord with what you do, and sometimes it keeps you a little off balance, but no doubt Draymond Green is the spark for this ball club.
Lopez with the block. And so it's Brooklyn. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, that prevented some points, didn't it? Also, how you have that intimidation factor going early on. You wonder if in the fourth quarter they'll think back to the first.
The WNBA, the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brent. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
Pass to Gallinari. Harden scanning the floor. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Nets leading by 9. And the wide open shot from Morris. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's Harden with the ball for Phoenix. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the miss by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, and his shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Here's Morris. Out to Chandler. Shoots over Marjanovic. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And not a lot of shots for Tyson Chandler as a center, where he isn't contested on the inside, so stays focused on that one.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Fox. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the rejection by Marjanovic. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the inside. Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
Got to keep Chandler out of the paint when he's in there that close to the rim with that size. He's ramming it home.
Here's Morris. Oh, that's blocked. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Combine the fluid movement and the explosiveness, and Plumlee brings it down.
Fox with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Fox leading the charge.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Thompson outside. Shoots the three. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
That's Klay Thompson thinking the game out right there. Maybe it's in the DNA.
Williams. Pass to Harden. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Thompson outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. We've got 1:08 left in the first half.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
Now the exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now here's Green. Thompson outside. Evans trying to get open. And Klay Thompson hits from deep. Thompson's got 6 points.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
There's Sabonis. That one good for 2. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Lopez. The 10-footer. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
And the Suns call time here. Powell for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Evans. Out to Thompson. Pass to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Nets. Molinari with it. Back to Rozier. His first shot coming late. And it's Gallinari missing.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Here's Lopez. Lays it up off the glass. Lopez has got 8 points. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
To the inside. Here's Wilson. Here's Williams. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Green. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
Taking 2 shots. And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge. Also in his opponent's ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
Pass to Harden. High arcing shot.
Well, Clay is a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
Thompson outside. Pass to Lopez. Sabonis with the bucket.
Sabonis, a confident scorer on that play right there. Once he's got the ball in his hands in that area, he's looking to shoot.
And Harden with the stuff.
Put a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Thompson for the triple. Here's Lopez. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
And the wide-open shot from Evans. No good on the triple. Here's Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez. Finished off the break. Sabonis has got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, and he finds him.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league?
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but the Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's going to be someone before long.
No doubt.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Wilson. Back to Mejri. Over Chandler. From down low. And the basket good by Mejri.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
Morris right side. Here's Chandler. And he drops it in from the low post. Chandler's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Chandler with the block. Back to Beverley. Tries a 3. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Here's Payton. And it's blocked by Scott. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Chandler. And it's blocked. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Beverly just motivated every night to get out here, to play, to compete. He hustles and wants to make it really tough on anybody that's on the opposing side of things.
And that one drops for him.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Shot game clock separated by 5. And Chandler throws it down.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
Measury, the bounce pass. Okogie. Out to the wing. 1 second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Suns trail by 14. Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on James Harden's injury. David, any news there?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a grade 1 sprained ankle. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
Appreciate that, D.A. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
But sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court. And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
And Phoenix making a change here. Now, here's Fox. Outside Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. A pass to Fox. Takes a 3. And the Suns miss again. Brooklyn leading by 13. To the middle. Scott. Back to Beverly. Chandler right side. Brewer trying to free himself. Chandler's shot good. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Wilson. That 3 off the mark. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Wilson. Inside. It's stolen by Morris. Beverly wide open. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
To the middle. Measury with the steal. Here's Wilson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Thompson from long range. And they're able to recover. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Harden. And here is Marjanovic. Covered by Evans. Back to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. That shot is off. Evans with some nice D. And the foul on Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Thompson in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Fox with the steal. Stolen by Thompson. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And it's off from 3-point range. It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Thompson.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half. We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Here's Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Harden outside. A pass to Fox. To the paint. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Brook Lopez.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Here's Harden. Looking to get it going. Misses the layup. From deep, Evans. The rebound by Marjanovic. Phoenix with the ball. Trailing by 17. Harden, that's good.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Green draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
It's the Nets now. Thompson in the corner. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times.
This man is always in attack mode.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.